have to uninstall it, reinstall it.
Well, I guess we might as well just record then.
I've been recording.
Oh, what? Why do
Mm.
you say that, you idiot?
I thought I did, but I guess not.
No, you didn't, man. Alright, so what am I supposed to do here? Alright, boys, so after 1,000 takes and tries of this dumb bullshit, I guess I'm gonna give you this fucking story of mine. So, story time
With
zero.
Will and Nick.
I'll beat your ass if you cut me off again. Story time 01, episode numero uno. Uh, I guess I'll give you a little short story. See if you guys like it. Uh, this is about the first time that I got blazed. So the first time I got high, I didn't really actually get blazed. Well, the first time I smoked, I didn't get high. I was with my friend. His name was also Nick, and he was scared that I'd have some like negative reaction to it, like an allergic reaction to it. And I just said, dude, just go for it. He was shaking and everything. I remember it. And I don't think I inhaled, so I don't think I got high. But a rainbow appeared that day. So I guess it's a little short introduction. I've been doing this for a little bit over 4 years now, so I've been with the shits. So the first time I got high, uh, I have a friend. We'll just go ahead and call him Tree Frog. So Tree Frog having a party, and at this party was a bunch of his family members, um, a few of his friends, with me, a few of his other classmates that he fucks with, um, came over. So he was all like, "Hey, Nick, come through for the one time." And I said, "Well, I hate my life and myself and every social interaction that I've had so far, so why not just go out and see what it's like?" Uh, we go. I go. I think at this point, I'm, what, 13, 14? Uh, he, um, he invites me and he's obviously high. So the first thing he does, right? The first thing he does is that when he sees me, I dap him up, and then he does this weird shit. Like it's not. I guess it was like his first time getting into it too, because the way that he was acting compared to the way that he act now. And then he smells my hair, and he's all like, "Dude, you smell like straight strawberries." And I'm just like, "Whoa, pause. I don't like that. I don't like that." He's all like, "Yeah, man, you smell like straight strawberries." And I said, "So what's up with you? Do you have the stuff?" He's all like, "Yeah, I got a little bit." So, you know, uh, we eventually make our way into his room, and once all the little kids and everybody settled outside and started playing games for the people, you know, we pulled out the stuff. And at this point, we didn't have anything because we couldn't buy anything ourselves. So what he did, he and our friend, what should I call our friend? Fuck man, I should have came in with some fucking nicknames. He and our friend, uh, I'll just call him G for now.
Were we
We
not supposed to name our friends?
Not without them not wanting. Niggas, shut up. You fucking ruined it again. See, this is why white people. Anyway, he and our friend G, they make this bong. I guess it's out of an old gumball machine that you put a quarter into, like the ones that you buy at a corner store, not a corner store, a Dollar General, Kmart type shit. We take that and we smoke out of it. At this point, I don't think it was a lot. So when I inhaled, it wasn't just a shit ton, going in, so I didn't cough. And then as soon as I inhaled, I released. I didn't hold. I released it, right? Just went out. I didn't feel anything, right? We were just sitting there in his room. I didn't feel anything. I was just sitting there, minding my own business, talking to him, and then he got the munchies, and then we just decided to go downstairs. So I didn't feel this shit until I reached like halfway down the steps, and I'm just like, oh shit. And I start smiling. I start smiling so hard to a point where it's like this unerasable smile. Like I can't stop smiling. Like it's just not going away. I tried everything to make it go away. I can't look normal in front of anybody. I guess everybody at this point just thinks I'm autistic because I'm just smiling so hard. But you know, I'm sitting there smiling. He goes gets him a hot dog. I think I got a hamburger and some of this bean dip that his dad made, and we're just munching. And I'm still eating, but when I'm eating, I'm having a smile on my face, like I can't stop. And then it's a party, so there's like a lot of loud music going on, and the neighborhood wasn't really trying to fuck with that loud music because it's like classic rock music, so they're not really fucking with it heavy. And they just start calling the sheriff and shit. And they call the sheriff. The sheriff comes through, and then this is where I think I knew that I was at the pinnacle of me being fucked up. Uh,
Tree frog.
sees the cop car, and he's just like, his eyes widen, his jaw drops, everything he had in his hand, he immediately just stops, just drops everything. And he's just like, everybody act calm. Like, I've never seen this nigga this high before. Wait, did I just say his actual name?
Yes, you did.
I'm fucking up already.
I'll bleep it out.
Dude, do that. Yeah. So, fucking, at this point, I'm just like, this nigga's really wildin'. And he's just like, bruh, everybody calm down. Everybody relax. The cops are here. Be normal. All of this other. I've never seen him run so fast, back and forth, just screaming that shit. It was like the Flash. It was like the blink of an eye. And the cop wasn't even doing anything. He was just like, I like the music. I think you should turn it up. So he leaves, giving us the warning that they always do. He leaves. He said, turn that shit up. We don't usually get to hear all that. And we can hear it all the way down the street. So, we don't usually get to hear shit like that all the time. And we like it. So I guess it's okay. Nobody fucking cares. He gives us the simple warning. He goes on about his day. And I'm just sitting there while he's screaming. I just look at him the entire time. I'm not even phased. Like, I'm just sitting there eating a hamburger and just fucking smiling my ass off. And if he came upstairs, he could have saw that I was fucked up. Everybody would have been gone in that bitch. Everybody. We would all went down together. I don't know if they would call my parents. They probably would. And I'd probably get taken away, because, I'm a black kid, so, you know, cops not fucking with me too much. You feel me? Anyway. I was cringe. I'm gonna kill myself. Anyway, so at this point, we're just chilling out, minding our own shit. He's freaking out. He's calming down though. Like he's calming down. I'm still sitting there high as fuck, just going off on that fucking hamburger. I don't know what took me so long to eat that hamburger. I think I was just sitting there for at least a solid good 10, 15 minutes just enjoying the fuck out of that hamburger. Like, it wasn't even because I had munchies. Like, the flavor of that hamburger was fucking unique, I guess. And,
Tree frog.
and I used to go to the same schools. I did it again. Fuck. I just did it another time. Used to go to the same school. And around this time, after the cop leaves, he's calming down. Everything is really settling down. And then I'm just chilling. Nobody had really seen me. I'd just been, pretty invisible to everybody. And then his older brother comes through and he's just like, hey, you trying to get down with us? And I'm just like, yeah, sure, why not? So, we go outside and we walk off in the woods or somewhere off into the front yard of the house. Like, it's a huge country area. So it's like, we walk off into the front yard. If you turn to the left, there's a gate, and then nobody can see you past that point unless they're driving down the road to go to their house. And not many cars were passing that day, so we just sat over there, and then he pulls out this perfectly rolled joint. Like I feel like he used a roller to roll that shit. Like he pulls out this perfectly rolled cylinder joint. I said cylinder. What the fuck am I on? And he sparks that shit. And I'm just like, okay. Like I'm also like still on my goody two shoes, type shit, my family, so I'm just like, oh God, I thought we were just gonna be doing this ourselves, and then everybody was just getting it in. So, you know, we go through the normal rotation. I was just like, nah, so I saved that for later, and then I take one hit, and then I just pass it on, and I'm just chilling. And then, that was that first hit, man. That first hit fucked me up again, and I think that first hit really put me on my ass. Cause I went back in the kitchen. I didn't get anything to eat. I got a bottle of water and I just sat there for at least a good hour. Like I didn't move. I just sat there sipping on the water in the same position and that same spot for an hour until his classmates came. And see, I didn't know because I had left the school. By this time, I had left the school, going to a different school. Uh, I'll save that for another story. That's more of a serious story, more than a little goofy piece of shit story like this one. The classmates come through, and then he's got a buddy named Jay. And then Jay brought this girl named Alexis over, right? And Alexis and I used to hang out a lot when we were in middle school. So I know her pretty well. She's like, "Oh, Nick, I haven't seen you in a while, blah, 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 blase, blase, blah." And I'm just like, yeah, I don't want to get up right now. So she's like rushing over to give me a hug, and I'm just like, bro, I'm not moving. And then she bends down and hugs me, and I just scrounge up enough energy to hug her back, and then he comes through. Jay comes through, and he's all like, Jay has this very authentic country accent. He's just like, "Oh my gosh, you must be Nick. You must be this guy I heard about. What's going on, buddy? My name's Jay. Nice to meet you." And he sticks his hand out. And he's sweating. I don't even know why he's sweating. He's just like sweating. He's sweating profusely. Like this nigga is really sweating. I don't know. He looked like he popped a molly. Like he looked like he popped a molly a little bit. But he's just sweating and he sticks his hands out. I'm just like, bro, I'm not gonna shake your fucking hand with you acting weird as fuck like that. So he's acting very sketchy. So his hand is really out, and it's out for at least a good minute now. And I just go ahead and I shake that shit, and I'm all like, "What's up, bro? My name's Nick. Nice to meet you, my dude." And then we're just chilling out, and then I think like 5 minutes goes by, and I leave the kitchen going upstairs. And then he's just like, "We're all gonna go sit and chill out by this tree." Excuse me. Oh fuck. There's this tree all the way in the back that during that time it was probably around summer. Uh, it gives all this shade. It's really nice. So there was this tree and we all go hang out under it. And Jay didn't bring Alexis didn't want to come to that party. Jay brought her to like get in. And he was all like, "Man, this is my girl. This is my girl. I'm so glad I got you in my life." All this other shit, just going heavy. Like nobody's even trying to jock this dude, and he's just going so heavy, just to like make sure every nigga knows that that's his bitch. And I'm just like, bro, I don't really care about all of that shit. I'm just trying to like ride this high out because I had never been high before. I was just trying to ride that shit out, man. And for whatever reason, I guess during that time, I think I was also listening to a lot of Tyler the Creator. So a lot of shit was like playing in my fucking mind. So I started hearing Yonkers and then I just started bobbing my head. And I felt like they got a little bit weirded out because they didn't say anything to me after that from then on. She was all like, she looks so uninterested. She doesn't even want to be there. And he's just like, "This is my girl, right? This is my girl, da 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 da." And she goes in to use the bathroom and get some water. And then he just leans over to Trevor and he's all like, so you know I brought this bitch over to fuck, right? And I'm just like, oh my god, this nigga was really planning to fuck another bitch at another nigga's house, even with his parents still here. Like he's really he did not care. He's really trying to mac. He was spitting some heavy game. Like she was getting swallowed by that game. And it wasn't even like the good type of swallow. Like that man was smothering the shit out that bitch. And she was not fucking liking that shit. So she said, "Oh, I'm having anxiety attacks. Can I go home?" Clearly, she's not having anxiety attacks. And at this point, I'm just bobbing my head so much. Like I don't care about anything else that's going on. I'm like in my own zone listening to Yonkers in my fucking mind just bobbing and shit. And he's just astonished. Like I think he was more hurt by that than anything else. And I just remember just like coming down from that high, and I just felt like, yo, I just saw like the most different side of life ever. Because then his mom was like asking me to dance, and then apparently that entire time I had a smile on my face, and my eyes were so squinted. I won't even say they were so squinted. That's just what they say. I don't even think they were squinted. But his mom was trying to dance with me. Everybody was trying to talk to me and all this other shit. And I'm just like ignoring them or giving these short responses. Not my usual type of shit, right? And when I came down, Trevor was just like, yeah, so you just got really high today. And that was probably like the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. And my mom tried to dance with you, and you just completely ignored everything and just kept dancing alone on your own and bobbing your head to whatever the fuck you were doing. You look crazy. I was all like, yeah, I know, but this is probably another little lame ass story that probably nobody wants to listen to, and it's pretty lackluster. I guess I got to work on my way of explaining these things, but I hope to hit you up with another story time video coming soon. This is this is me, and I guess I'm out unless you want to say something else, nigga.
Okay, so that's gonna wrap up this story time video, and
Fucking ruined it. Just
we'll be back with a shut up.
shut the fuck
I
up.
already have to edit this out now.
Fight me, nigga.